This holiday season, 18 artists from around the world are teaming up for the ultimate art Secret Santa. Each of us got a random name and we'll be creating a special one-of-a-kind art piece just for them. Plus, we'll be unboxing the surprise gift we received from our own Secret Santa. It's the biggest YouTube art Christmas event ever and you won't want to miss it. Drum roll to find out who I have. My Secret Santa is Caution Artist at Play. Shana is an amazing artist. She is so phenomenal with color pencil. She's probably more nature style kind of drawings, but she is so good. If you haven't checked out her channel, please do so. You'll get a lot of different reviews and product and you won't regret it. Each of the 18 artists filled out a questionnaire and those answers are going to be what inspires our paintings. Before I get into the painting today, here are a few of the answers I received from Caution and these are going to inspire my choices today. Once the painting is finished, I'm going to ship it off to the US and she will unbox it on her channel. And don't forget, at the end of this video, I'll be unboxing my own Secret Santa gift from Rose Requeen Crafts. I absolutely love Rose. She has such a fun, bright, vibrant style. Everything is adorable and I cannot wait to show you what she has done for me. If you haven't checked out her channel yet, make sure you do so because I think you will love Rose if you love this kind of art. Let's get started. For my Secret Santa gift, I'm creating a pastel pencil drawing of the little penguin, a tiny and adorable bird native to Australia. They're full of so much character and I thought they'd make a perfect subject for this special gift. I'll be using pastel pencils to bring out the soft feather and vibrant colors and I'm really excited to get started. I chose a little penguin because it is so special to Victoria where I live. In a moment, I'll share some details about what makes this bird so special to our region and why it felt like the perfect choice for this project. Did you know that Australia, especially Melbourne, is famous for the penguin parade? Every evening at sunset, hundreds of little penguins waddle up from the sea to their burrows on Phillip Island. It's an incredible sight that attracts tourists from all over the world. People gather to watch these tiny birds make their journey home. It's like nature's cutest parade. I love that this drawing connects to such a unique and special part of my country. I chose a green pastel matte paper for this piece. Green is one of Shana's favorite colors, which makes it the easy choice. It also ties beautifully into the sea, making it perfect for my little penguin subject. The paper isn't just about color though, it's designed specifically for pastels. While it feels smooth to touch, it actually has a fine texture or tooth that grabs and holds the chalky pastel pigment in place. For today's piece, I'm using only professional grade archival art supplies because I know Shana loves high quality materials. The pastel pencils I'm working with are Faber-Castell Pit Pastels, which are light fast. This means the colors won't fade or change when exposed to light over time, so the artwork will last for years to come. It's an important quality for professional work, especially when you want your colors to stay as vibrant as the day you created it. When working with pastels, I always start with the light colors. Pastel pencils can be really chalky and it's easy to smudge them, so I save the darkest colors for last. This way I can avoid accidentally muddying the light areas as I work. Another thing I love about pastels is that they're very forgiving. You don't have to perfectly fill every gap like you would with a traditional color pencil. As you blend the colors together, these gaps naturally disappear. Blending is one of the best parts of working with pastels. Because they are powdery, you can mix colors right on the page, almost like you would with oil paints. This lets you create soft transitions and even new colors as you go. It's a really fun and flexible medium, especially for something as detailed and textured as this little penguin. Originally, my plan was a little different. At first, I thought about creating an acrylic painting of a giraffe, another one of Shana's favorite animals. My idea was to paint a whimsical scene with the giraffe sitting in a forest art studio in front of an easel painting gummy bears. It would have been a fun concept, but as I thought more about it, I realized it didn't quite fit. Shana tends to prefer muted colors and natural inspired themes, so I decided to stick with something simpler and more grounded. The little penguin felt like the perfect choice. It's a connection to nature, it's meaningful, and it's within my comfort zone for this gift. It's a bit ironic that I say I stuck to my comfort zone by drawing the penguin with pastels, because believe it or not, this is only my 4th drawing with pastels. It's an art supply I'm still learning to use and I'm definitely not an expert at drawing realistic animals either. That said, pastels are surprisingly easy to pick up if you already have some experience with coloured pencils. They share a lot of similarities, but pastels are much softer and allow for more blending, which makes them really fun to experiment with. Many artists use pastels as a base layer because they're great for creating quick backgrounds and soft details. After that, they'll often come in with more traditional colored pencils for finer details and sharper edges. That's one of the best things about pastels. They don't have to be the final step in your piece. You can layer colored pencils over the pastels to refine your work. However, it does not work the other way around. You cannot layer pastels on top of traditional pencils. It is good to keep that in mind when deciding your processes. Another reason I decided to pivot to the penguin is, well, I absolutely love penguins. If you've seen some of my other videos, you probably already know that the penguin parade on Phillip Island is one of my favorite things. It is so heartwarming to watch these tiny birds waddle back to their nest and be reunited with their babies. It just melts my heart every time. Plus, since I'm sending this piece to the United States, I'm kind of proud to be painting an Australian native bird. It feels like I'm sharing a little piece of home. After I finished the piece, I did something that I didn't film, but it turned into a big learning experience. I sprayed it with fixative to protect it before shipping. At the time, I didn't realize that fixative can darken the colors of pastels. After the spray dried, I noticed the colors weren't as bright as I wanted them to be. I thought maybe I hadn't gone in light enough in some areas, so I kept trying to fix it, spraying it again, trying to fix it, adding more pastel, spraying it again, but none of this was working. Eventually, I went over the painting with my Faber-Castell polychromos pencils to restore the colours. The Faber-Castell product range is fantastic because the pastel pencil colours also have a matching colour pencil version. Since both are light fast, I was able to bring back my bright, warm tones I wanted without compromising the quality of the piece. I later learned from another source that fixatives can cause these kinds of issues with pastels, especially with the lighter colours. I wanted to share this mistake with you, so if you're new to pastels, you can avoid the same frustrations I went through and just take precautions. 2024 has been such a big year for me, not just for my art, but also making new connections. My skills have improved so much, but what stands out the most is how many amazing new friends I've made in the art YouTube community. For a long time, I felt a bit isolated. I didn't have any art YouTube friends to share ideas with. Sure, there were creators I followed, and I felt like I knew them, but it was kind of parasocial, so it just wasn't the same. That all changed this year when I was invited into this incredible art community. It's been amazing to get to know so many talented people, including the other 17 artists in this collaboration. I felt so welcomed, and it's been a game changer for my creative journey. I've also loved watching my art improve. Over the past year, I've grown so much. I've started stepping outside of my comfort zone and coming up with original, fun ideas. I used to rely heavily on reference material, but now I feel confident enough to create something completely original, and that's been a big rewarding shift for me. I have to admit though, I've dealt with a bit of imposter syndrome along the way. When I looked at the incredible things other artists were doing, I sometimes felt like I wasn't good enough to be in the same space as them. But over time, I've learned to appreciate my own strengths. Sure, there are things I cannot do yet, but there are things I do really well and others are still learning. This realization has helped me accept myself as an artist. Even though I'm still learning and growing, I know I belong here. I embrace the fact that I love creating art and making these videos, and I'm excited to keep improving with every project. My art journey is almost 5 years old now, and it's completely taken over my life in the best way. Art has gotten me through some really tough times, and I'm proud of how far I've come. But I also know I am not done yet, and I don't think I ever will be. I want to keep growing, stay inspired by others, and push myself to try new things. It's so exciting to think, even though I'm not selling my art yet, one of my pieces will end up in someone else's home on the other side of the world. I am so grateful to be part of this collab and create this piece for Shana. She is a fantastic person, and I feel like we connect in a lot of ways. She loves her art supplies, and so do I. I really hope she appreciates this piece. It is my first fully archival artwork. I've never worried much about using light fast pencils before because most of my color pencil work has been for coloring books or sketchbook, where it doesn't really matter if the colors last for 100 years. That said, I do prefer using my Faber-Castell pencils, and most of the colors are light fast anyway. It's been exciting to take on this extra step and create something truly professional for this project. This Secret Santa collaboration is truly something special. The 18 artists taking part come from all over the world, spanning 4 continents. It's amazing to think that how this project connects so many people globally, all through our shared love of art. It's not every day you get to be part of such a diverse and international group, and it really highlights how art can bring people together no matter where they're from. What's also incredible about this collab is the variety of YouTube channels involved. Some of us, like Susie Neverland and myself, are working hard to reach 1,000 subscribers. Meanwhile, others like Christy Rice have an audience of nearly 180,000. That range of experience and audience size could easily feel intimidating, but it doesn't, because at the end of the day, none of that really matters. What matters is that we all share the same general goal. We love creating, and we love sharing what we create with you. This group is incredibly supportive, and it's been amazing to see how everyone encourages each other. Whether someone is just starting out or more established, the energy and the kindness within this group makes it feel like we're all on the same level. I am really hopeful that through this collaboration, you, the audience, will discover some new artists and creators to follow. Maybe you'll find someone who makes you laugh, or someone whose work inspires you to try something new. That's one of the best things of a collab like this. It's not just about us as artists, but about connecting with you and bringing a little extra creativity into your life. This whole collab with all 18 artists has taken us many months of planning. Lots of ideas were thrown around, and we obviously settled on we all create a individual art piece for each other. We wanted to try to make it special, and I felt a little bit of pressure at times because I was like, how do I create something for somebody else, and will she like it? The pressure I felt was that I wanted to include as many of the questionnaire answers as possible, because they are the things that are important to her. They're the things that she's going to like in her home. I really wasn't sure how to execute that. Then I realized I actually didn't need to do that. There are portrait artists in this challenge, and they are going to probably do portraits for their Secret Santa. I don't need to answer everything that she had on her questionnaire. What I need to do is collab with her and create a piece that is uniquely me, but also represents her. And I think I've done that, and Rose is going to be doing exactly the same thing at her end for me. Before we wrap up, I want to remind you to check out Caution Artist at Play's YouTube page to see all the amazing art she creates and her reaction to opening this gift. And don't go away just yet. Stick around for the unboxing of the incredible gift I received from Rose. There's also a playlist coming soon where you can watch all 18 artist videos from the Secret Santa collab. All the videos are being released this weekend, so you'll have plenty of creative content to enjoy. I had a lot of fun creating this piece, and I'm really hoping that Shana loves the piece as much as I enjoyed creating it. I have never done a penguin this detailed before. I've only ever done very cutesy animated kind of penguins, cartoony penguins, so this was definitely a little bit of a challenge, but as I mentioned before, pastel pencils are so easy to learn and are so forgiving that even a novice like me can make them look good. If you're enjoying this content, please hit the like button. It really helps support my channel. Let me know in the comments what art mediums you'd love to try, and don't forget to subscribe for more content like this. Thank you for watching, and on to the reveals and the unboxing. So the package has finally arrived from Rose Requiem, and I cannot wait to open it. I've been waiting so long, and this is going to be really exciting. I love Rose. Everything she does is adorable. It's always brightly colored. It's always a lot of fun. It's always very sweet kind of art. So I cannot wait to see what she has actually done for me. I have absolutely no idea what it's going to be. I'm a little nervous now. Okay, so let's open it and see what's inside. Oh. Oh, I know she loves sharks, and she's talked about wanting to, if she was ever going to see sharks in the wild, she'd want to go to South Africa. Starburst. In strawberry and cherry or watermelon flavors. I'm just looking at the pictures. So we got some Starburst. That's really delicious. Nerds. I haven't seen these before. I've seen nerds, but I haven't seen ones that do this. I actually haven't seen nerds in many years. My brother used to love nerds. He's no longer with us. He hasn't been with us for many years, but this is going to remind me of him a little bit. Oh wow, that is so adorable. So I love all the nods to me in this. She's got the colors. She has the Lego blocks colors and the wall colors, which represent colors that I would have said that are amongst my favorite colors. She's got the 2 paintings, which I have done videos for, the 2 Disney paintings. The landscape behind, I believe she would have seen some things on my Instagram where she's been Insta stalking me because I have a lot of landscapes from a few years ago. I did an oil painting online course, and this is very similar to some of those kind of paintings. The yarn is definitely something that's on my Instagram page as well, because when I first started Insta, I was also doing a lot of looming and I was creating a lot of scarves and beanies. I do love pancakes. I don't know if this is a hint for something she saw on my Instagram or something I said. I do not remember, but I do love pancakes and chocolate syrup. That is fantastic. I can't go past how beautiful the actual baby tiger is. She's picked up on the baby tiger because I mentioned that if I was going to have a rare animal, I suggested that in my questionnaire that baby tiger would be mine because I love cats. Many years ago, I saw some baby tiger cubs. I was really close to them because you could get really close at the actual zoo where you were just on the other side of the glass. And I love cats anyway. But when you see the baby tigers, and probably lions as well, the big cats, they have the chunkiest legs and they're just pure gorgeous. So that is why I love baby tigers. I love it, Rose. It is so you. And I love that you've got touches of me in there.